How are you getting on, guys? Right, this is my XJR 1200. For those of you who've been on the page, you'll have seen it many, many times. I've had this bike several years. I don't know exactly how many. Bought off a buddy in Limerick. And to say that this has been the most reliable bike anything that I've ever owned is an understatement. Doesn't matter how long I leave this thing idle, every single time push the button, it always fires. Definitely the most reliable thing I've ever had in my life. So went out for a spin last night up to a bike meet. Pissed rain on the way up. This thing went without fucking fail. Absolutely perfect. Sorry for the tongue twisting there. Didn't miss a beat all the way through the rain. I was kind of worried because she's just behind the panel there. She's actually running a full set of K&Ns, but no, didn't miss a beat all the way up. I stopped just before the place to get some juice. Fill up the tank. Drove down about a half a mile to the meet and parked it up. Went in for an hour or two. It rained. Went out, came out. Bike was running like a pig. And I mean, took ages to start. Blue white smoke and literally did not want to go anywhere. And at the time I thought it was water. She backfired and spluttered all the way home. Done a bit of pinking, the whole lot. And I said, right, I'll come along this evening and I'll empty the tank out. And I'll see what the story was. She wouldn't start for me a couple of minutes ago. And I was saying, geez, that sounds familiar. I have one of these yokes, and I drained a litre of petrol out of it, thinking that there'd be water in the petrol, but there wasn't. So anyway, here's one for you, just so as you know. What we have here are 2 litres, or 2 petrol inside in 2 litre cans. You can see that there's a blatantly obvious difference in the colour. This one, I just drained out of my tank. Smells like crap. This one I drained out of the young fella's F650, which he filled up last night. I filled that up last night as well. The 2 of them were both filled up last night. One of them is this one. This is what came out of my bike. It's absolute and utter shite. It's useless. One for the bike. There's no smell off it. It's just junk. So, piece of advice, guys. Now I've got to drain the tank out. The one's a 30 quid's worth of juice. And chuck it, because it's not worth a shit for nothing. Small piece of advice, guys. Now bear in mind, this came from a top garage on a main road going into a village where the meet was. I'm not going to name it because I'm not getting into all that shit. But I will tell you this, just be mindful of where you buy your juice, because you'll literally be left on the side of the road. This thing was kangarooing and bucking and kicking and everything all the way home last night for the ones of 30 miles. On top of that, it was pissing rain, so it wasn't the most enjoyable trip. So anyway, there you go, guys. Watch where you buy your juice, because there are garages out there that sell pure and utter shite. Okay? See you later, guys. Bye-bye.